Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Well That Sucked and Lived Through Podcast. I'm your host, Ian Hilton. This guy right here. And today I really want to talk about something that's really, really important to those who are transitioning out of military life into civilian life. That's me. I'm going through that process right now. So I want to share the information that I've got through all the courses and classes that I went through, because they're really, really informal. Well, not informal. They have a great range of information for you to take advantage of. So, like one of the questions that I asked you guys, for those who are in the process, are you guys ready to get out? Like, are you sure? Do you have a plan? Like finances? Do you know what you're gonna do? Like, say if you have a family, do you know where you guys are gonna live? Do you have a job? It's easier for a single soldier to say, like, I'm just gonna go back to school and live with my parents, because free housing, whatever. But say, like, if you have a family, you can't do that. I mean, most of the time you really can't. You're bringing kids in, you're bringing a wife in. Like, they're gonna be like, hey, you joined the army for a reason, so you're married, so figure it out. Um, but so for those who are getting out, do you know, like, when your official date is? Do you know, like, when you're actually going to get out? Because if you do, it's probably really beneficial for you to have a plan. So if um, I'm getting out so and so, so I have, like, say 6-7 months to plan and to get all this, like, check the boxes and know what you're gonna do afterwards. So that way there's no gap for when you get out. There's no money coming in. You don't have any health care or anything like that. So you want to mitigate that by having a plan. Like, I'm gonna start here. My job starts then. I have health care for my family, and boom. Not to say, like, you can't go to school, because if you're married and you have kids, you can go to school, and you can get paid for going to school if you do it right. You use the benefit of your Montgomery and your post 9/11. Do it. Take advantage of it. Especially if you're getting paid for it. Like, shit, dude, come on. Whatever. If you work a part-time job, if you can afford it, go ahead. But it's really important to have a plan, and to uh, know what you're going to do in the future, or know what you're going to do when you get out. So one of the things that the military has to offer, well, unless I'm in the Army, which they have to offer, is you have to complete a certain amount of courses to get out, which is great, because a lot of the classes and courses they have are your benefits, your VA benefits. DOL classes, basically learning how to do an interview, write a resume, and be prepared to look for a job, basically. And those classes and those courses really help you. So I urge you to pay attention to them, and to really, like, just be open-minded to everything that the teachers have to offer. So when it comes down to, like, hey, like, I was never taught this. Yeah, you were, but you were fucking on your phone playing Angry Birds, or you were too busy on the computer, learning about something else. You really want to take advantage of these classes, just because they have so much to offer, and they can really help you out in the near future when you get out. So, I'm gonna talk about if you're single. If you're single and getting out, what do you want to do? Do you want to live with your parents and go to school for free and get paid for it? That's fine. It's all good, as long as your parents are okay with it. As long as they don't mind you bumming a room or whatever. Um, but if you do that, make sure that you're very disciplined and completing schoolwork, like completing homework. I mean, I'm in class now. I'm in college right now. I go to University of Phoenix, and I'm balancing a wife, a job, homework, and daily life. It's a challenge. It's not easy, but you wanna make sure that your head's in the right game and you're focused. So that way you can complete it. You know, or if you want to, you don't necessarily have to go to college. Depends on what job you want. So if you want to do truck driving or whatever, the military offers. Yeah, so the military, well, I should say the army offers um, licenses for driving semi trucks. They'll teach you everything for free. Most of them will. Some of them will ask you to dip in part of your GI Bill and all that stuff like that, but a lot of them will reimburse you for using or taking that class. So, and they offer construction. So if you have a background or if you want to get into construction, they have classes and courses you can go through that, like, that's your place of duty. Like, that is what your job is, to learn about that trade. So yeah, so construction, if you want to do that, they have it for free. Some of them do. And that's if you don't want to go to college. And a lot of these, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys. So a lot of these courses that you go through can help you in the near future if you want to get a high-paying job too as well. So so a lot of certificates. Ooh, sorry. There are some certificates out there that are paid for through the Army that can help you in the near future. But it's up to you guys, to what you guys want to do. Whatever fits you the most, whatever you feel that you can strive in. Okay, so don't just settle for something that you just feel okay for. Unless like you really have to. But really dig deep and think about, like, what do you want to do in the future? Like, what do you think that you can apply to a company that that company can use you as a benefit, Now I know I'm going into business and all that stuff like that, but that's one of the courses I took. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about too, as well, is an interview. So when you guys go in for a, say, business casual interview, go one step above and dress for success. If you really want this job, go in there and see how they dress and see how they run things and stuff. Or if you know somebody that's in that company, ask them questions. So like, hey, how do they dress? How are they? Like, what's their work situation like? So that's one of the things that could benefit you in the future with hopefully getting that job. But I'm just going to say this with every job. It doesn't matter what you do. Just dress like you want that job. Dress like the employer will be like, oh, okay, this is a construction job, and we just wear overalls or just stained fucking clothes. But he comes in with a polo or like a tie, like, oh shit, he's serious. He really wants this job. So that's to your benefit. I'm gonna wrap this up. Just know, kind of like an overall summary of everything. So just make sure that you guys know, who are transitioning, like, know what you're gonna do. Just make sure that you're not waiting till the last minute to apply or to go ahead and start civilian life. Don't do it. Have a plan, stick with it. My summary. So even if you're single and you're married, it doesn't matter. Have a plan. Make sure that you or your family is taken care of 100%. Because the last thing you want to do is wait till the last minute and procrastinate and, oh shit, I have nothing. and now my family is living in a fucking, a fucking cardboard box. That's the last thing you want to do. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Think about your future. Think about what you want to do. What excites you? What makes you want to do work? Like what do you want to do that makes you happy? You don't settle for a job that you just are doing because you have to. Like, don't do that. Don't do it, because you're just gonna wind up hating your job, hating your boss, and you're not gonna succeed in that business, because you hate it, obviously, So you want to find a job that you are very interested in and you'll succeed at because you love it. You're passionate about it, and you'll go far. You will, and your boss will see it. Your supervisor will see it. And be like, hey, this guy, he's really good. He's very passionate about it. And he goes over and above because he loves his job. So yeah. So that's the ending advice that I got for you guys. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel. That'd be great. And hope you guys have a good one.